Hey, what's up, YouTube fam? It's your boy Kamo coming back with another reaction video for you. But first, got to give a couple shout outs. This is a new thing I'm doing. I'm shouting out people that leave comments on my channel. And I'll highlight one especially. But for now, let's just give a quick shout out to whoosh and whoosh. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting better at that. And then lastly, our highlighted comment of this video will go whoosh right there. Sharky Girl. Don't worry, the really nasty trolls are on their way. Thank you. I am well aware of that. And she's absolutely right. Because I was commenting on a video how so far I've been really lucky in that like 99% of the comments and the feedback I get are positive. So I'm totally happy with that. And I thank you for that. But I love that I was like, and I said, and so far, not a lot of trolls, not a lot of haters yet. And I love that Sharky Girl picked up on that. And she's like, oh, don't worry, they're coming. And I'm like, you know what? You're absolutely right, because if the channel gets big enough, eventually they're gonna find it. So hopefully one day. Also, stay for the end of the video if you're diehard, because I got an idea for when I get to 1,000 subs, but I need feedback on it. So if you're a diehard, wait till the end of the video. I'm gonna pitch it after I do the reaction. That way, if you're not really diehard, you don't have to watch it. But it's an idea I have for when I get to 1,000 subscribers. It's risky. I could get in trouble. But I also think it'd be kind of funny. So it's kind of like I need your guys' advice on whether it's worth it or not worth it. So with that out of the way, let's get this reaction going. Today we are going to be reacting to Tom Segura, Awkward Coffee Order. At least that's how it's written in the title. So this should be good. Tom's a popular one on this channel. With that out of the way, let's get this going.
I feel like no matter where I go, 10 times a day, I find myself asking myself this question. I find myself going like, hey man, is anybody else seeing this shit right now? Have I stepped into a parallel fucking universe or something? Like, I went to buy a coffee just a few weeks ago from a coffee place. Just so there's no confusion, I didn't go to a shoe store, I went to a coffee place, okay? I go up to the lady behind the counter and I go, can I have a coffee? And she goes, well, we have a special promotion. And today for $2, you can get this drink, and it has it's vanilla, and there's whipped cream, and there's sprinkles on it. And I was like, that's cool. I don't want that. May I have a coffee? And she goes, it's the last day.
Not even phased by what he's saying.
Special promotion. And I was like, oh, I think I understand the full scope of the promotion. May I have a coffee? And she's like, you're a fucking loser. Here's the thing, this woman was enormous, okay? She looked like 4 people melted into one. So I was like, you know what? You're super fat. You know when shit tastes good. Hook that shit up. I want to try it, right?
You know, not wrong.
And she goes, it's $2. And I go, all right. And then I extended a 20, and she goes, and I go, I'm sorry? And she goes, I don't have the change for that. And I was like, oh, so what do you want to do now? Are you saying I have too much money to shop here? And she goes, we just can't handle it. And I was like, handle it. It's a 20. Like, I didn't put the Hope Diamond on the counter and go figure it out, stupid. Like, it's reasonable, right?
Yes.
And she was just all shoulders, like, I go, nothing? You have no solution? She goes, do you still want coffee? I'm like, yeah, that part's never changed. That's why I'm here.
If any of you watching have ever dealt with somebody like this, whether it's at a coffee shop, a restaurant, a bar, a convenience store, a clothing store, like any place of like a service industry type business, if you've ever dealt with someone this, I want to say like vacant, like just put in the comments like, yeah, and this is where they were at, like, you know, yeah, at the shoe store, or yeah, at the gas station. I'm just curious because I don't think, not at least off the top of my head, I don't recall ever dealing with someone that vacant. I dealt with someone that had like a little like the initial response, like in the very beginning, like how she kind of just acted like she didn't hear what he said the first time. I've had people do that, but I've never had it taken this far. And then yeah, not having change for a $20 bill when you're your service would think that you would have tons of change because you get those all the time. I don't know. It didn't make sense to me.
And I go, you can't resolve this at all. And she goes, you could ask somebody else for change. And I go, another customer in line? And she goes, yeah. And I go, what about the box with buttons in front of you? So I turn around to the line of people and I go, excuse me, do any of you guys have change? Everybody was like, what are you, fucking asshole? Like, you're at the place to get change. You're right there. But then this one Arab guy, I'm not saying that means anything, but he was, so why leave it out of the story?
It's I know he's kind of making a joke by saying that, but it is honestly true. There's jokes when you're telling them, or like stories more specifically, that when you're telling them, you're trying to paint a picture. That's what you're trying to on stage. You're trying to paint a picture, and so if you're saying, and then this black guy, even though his race does not play into the story at all, you're just giving the detail of it was a black guy that came in. So it throws people off. Like for some reason, well, not for some reason, I kind of know why, but like when you're on stage and you're telling a funny story, a comedic story, the second you introduce like this race, this gender, this ethnicity, this whatever, you know, their class, whatever, like any time you put a descriptive word with attached to somebody, they immediately think, oh, this is gonna pay off in the joke somehow. It's like, no, sometimes I'm just like, I'm giving you detail. It's like, now this black guy walked in. It's he nothing about what he does in the story has anything to do with him being black, but I'm just telling you in the reality, it was a black guy. And oftentimes, if it happens enough, we'll just change it. We'll just be, then this guy walked in. We won't even say black guy. We'll just be, then this guy walked in, then this guy in line said, and even then he wouldn't do the accent, obviously, like, I have everything. I know that's what he says.
He goes, I have everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And then he opened his attaché and he had every denomination of every currency. Like where I could go, I want one of those, I want one of those, I want one of those. He was like, yes, yes, yes. Now enjoy your pussy drink. And I was like, okay, all right. And I want you to know something. I drank that pussy drink, and that's the best shit I've ever had in my entire life. Pussy drinks forever. I'm not sure that's what they're called, so take your chances. But it would be cool if you went to a Starbucks tomorrow and you're like, can I get a pussy drink? And they were like, I think I know what you want. Hold on a second.
Okay, so that was Awkward Coffee Moments with Tom Segura. Now, on to the 1,000 subscriber idea. So if you are not diehard, you can stop this now. Basically, I have an idea for when I get to 1,000 subscribers. It's not going to be solely dependent on now I'm 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do this. It's basically once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I will then look at the feedback I've been getting by sending out these vibes and these videos to see whether I have enough people interested in wanting me to do this or not wanting me to do this. The idea is this. My wife has a couple tattoos. One of the tattoos is based on her job. She's a nurse. So I'm going to show a picture of it right now in the video. That's not a picture of the actual tattoo. That's a picture of what it looks like, though. Her actual tattoo of that is on her foot, and it's got more color and stuff. So what I was thinking of doing is getting a tattoo that kind of mocks that tattoo, because I'm a comedian, so I kind of make fun of shit. So instead of the heart, this is the only idea I have for now. If it changes later, it changes. But instead of the heartbeat, the waves and then the heart, mine would just kind of be like a flat line. And then like maybe a black heart or something, because I'm dead inside, that type of thing. So that's kind of the idea. And I would film it all. Like I'd film me going to the tattoo place, me telling the tattoo person my idea and why I'm doing it, filming me getting the tattoo, then filming me showing my wife the tattoo, which, by the way, just to be 100% transparent with you, I don't think she'll care that much that I got a tattoo, because she has 2 of them. I don't think she'll care. I think she'll care that I'm kind of making fun of her tattoo, though. I think she'll care. How much? I don't know. It could go either way. I don't know. But that's why I need you guys' help. I need you guys to let me know whether, like, fuck yeah, I want to see you do that. I want to see her reaction and blah, 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 blah. Or like, dude, not worth it. Don't even bother. Like, think of something else, like whatever. So that's the idea for now. Putting it out there. What do you guys think? Please let me know in the comment section below. Also, subscribe to the channel, like, share, and if you haven't subscribed yet, when you do subscribe, put in the comment section that you subscribe so I can give you a shout out at the top of a video as well. So with that out of the way, appreciate you guys. Until next time.